So I've been getting this question a lot on the channel, and that's whether or not there is a quality difference when you're live streaming with a Canon M50 using USB through EcammLive or via HDMI using EcammLive. Well, I've been using the Elgato-Cam as well as the same USB cable for the past couple years since I've been live streaming with my camera. So I'm going to be diving into my experience, some of the best settings that you could use to get better quality, and just whether or not there actually is kind of a difference with both methods. So let's jump into it in this video. Hey, what's up, entrepreneurs? It's Diana here with Entre Woman TV, helping you move your vision forward using video. So whether that's a video marketing tip or a video tech tip like we'll be diving into today, if that's something that you're wanting to know more about or learn some extra, video tips to kind of sharpen up things for the videos for your business, definitely consider subscribing. But let's jump into why you clicked on the video. So I've done a ton of live streams with the Canon M50 and EcammLive, as well as using, even my Sony a6400 camera. And there is a lot going on, or just kind of a lot of question in the air about whether or not USB versus HDMI through EcammLive makes a difference, or is there a drop in the quality? So this question is coming up because as people are more at home and they're live streaming more right now, especially with things like the Elgato-Cam for capture cards becoming super hard to find and just either being price gouged on Amazon by, shady sellers or whatever the case is, it's really hard to come by. So a lot of people are resorting to the USB method to live stream, and it doesn't require camera live. So if you watch the old video that I did, I recently updated that video, so you can check that out as well. When it comes to the USB method, you literally just taking a USB cable that has data connectivity into your Mac, and then you're just good to go. They have it built in natively into the software. And so when it comes to doing it that way, apparently somebody is like, I don't know, I haven't seen a specific video, but apparently it's going around about, the quality difference and is it really true? And I've gotten this question a lot, so I just really want to tackle it. So don't get me wrong, I understand the heart behind the question, making sure that you want to kind of show up for your people in the best way possible, and that you're making a good investment when you're talking about either a capture card and you're dealing with a lot of the limitations for the M50, because Canon honestly did not build this camera for live streaming. We're just trying to work around the roadblocks that they falsely and just ridiculously built into the camera to do what most other camera brands just allow you to do right out the gate. So you got to turn off all the features and the face detection, autofocus, and all these other things to try to get around it, to do that via HDMI, as well as get around the 30-minute limit before the camera goes to sleep. It really is about the content and who you're connecting with, not so much so all of the details. And honestly, if you're using something like a kit lens, it's going to be minimal difference that you're seeing, but wanting to get the best out of the equipment that you have, I completely understand. So I want to go through also some of the best tips real quick, just to make sure if you are seeing some kind of quality difference, what are some settings that I have in my camera that may be helpful for you, as well as my experience finally with doing both ways. So if you're using EcammLive for your actual setup, then you want to go over here to Window and down to Preferences, and this will open this box for you. And then you want to make sure you're in the 16:9 frame, which is basically what you're watching here on YouTube or most video platforms, where it is a wide 1080p by 1920 frame that gives you the full HD resolution, and then 30 frames per second. It's really up to you whether or not you do 30 or 24 or 60 frames per second, but whatever you have your camera set to, same basic video principles apply. Whatever your frame rate is, double that for your shutter speed in your camera. If all of that sounded foreign to you, you probably want to get more up to date with some of the basic settings when it comes to video. Lastly, I have here where it's checked where it says use high quality video mode. So I would prefer to have a good high quality video option when I am live streaming. So that's something that I have there. So let's talk about my experience using HDMI and USB, because I've been doing this for over a year for sure, both ways, but having the camera close to 2 years now, if not more than 2 years, let's share some of my experience and some other helpful tips that may help you get better streams. Which gives you better quality? Well, my question would be to ask you, what did you think about this video? Because I flip-flop between both USB and HDMI for the video. Did you even notice a difference, or was the content and what you were learning a little bit more important than the quality? So same thing when it comes to live streaming. And I understand, again, the heart behind wanting better quality. I just want to make sure that you're getting the best out of your investment. Yes, you want the best quality possible, and you want to make sure that your investment is a worthy investment, especially if you spent several $100s and it's your first time ever buying a camera. I get it. But at the same time, don't get so caught up in videos also that just are pixel peeping, and again, zooming in to 400 and 800%, because who on your Zoom call is doing that? Who cares, honestly? You know what I'm saying? I understand that you care, we care, but at the same time, the people that are reaching out to you for the content that you're creating, that you're going live and that you're doing video content for, care about the information that you're sharing. They don't want to zoom in 400% to kind of pixel peep or tell the difference between that video versus another video, and if they could see your eyeball just slightly better in one video versus another. So I hope that answers some of your questions, as well as give you some tips about, you know, making sure that your quality is kind of matching up so that it isn't looking kind of weird or wonky in the video. But just really, honestly, guys, it's like, to a certain extent, you have to understand people are coming to you because you have something that they need. And it's important to connect with the people that need you the most, not worry about so much so about the quality, as long as it's a slight difference. And pro tip, the lens is going to make a bigger difference in the quality than anything else would. So if you're using a kit lens, then it's really hard pressed to compare one quality of a video versus another, because you're not working with the best glass possible. So hopefully this video helps you out and you get better stream quality for what you need to do.